There we go. Got a little invader up here. I don't see the image on the studio. There it is. Let's see. There we go. Get that up. Let me pop this out. Damn it, they really need to fix this coding on their website, man. Thank you, YouTube, for breaking the pop-out function. All right. What's up, Christian? How you doing? I'm doing good. Taking out, getting, like, crossing off all those Cobra Kai reactions on time was a little rough, but we're caught up. We still got a bunch of shit to do this coming week because Reacher starts same night as Invincible with its own 3 episodes. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I know I'm not going to do it all in the same night for that one, so I don't know, man. And this is Cookie. This is Cookie. She's one of the cats we saved or whatnot. She had her last litter. That's the one, like, if you kept up with the lore on the channel, that we were taking care of, that we found in our neighbor's house, and they've been distributed to new homes. We still have to figure out what to do with her, but she's still kind of here, hanging out. She doesn't get along with the other cats, but she's perfectly fine with us. So Rachel Brosnahan said this about superhero movies for Deadline. At their core, they're about the goodness of people and how good we can be to each other, how the pursuit of truth and justice really are the American way, and that courage and hope can carry us through. I did forget to change it. And so I feel like this movie really encapsulates all of that. It's a hopeful superhero movie, which I feel like is so true to the comics. So I'm excited for the audience to see it and hopefully have some fun and enjoy the ride with this. I mean, all that sounds all fine, good, and promising. I share that sentiment at the end of the day for sure. So let's all hope, man. Let's all hope. Increase in Silver's memories. They deserve 5 big booms from the Costco guys, and Mark and Eve deserve 5 big goons in a bed. What's up, DeGraw? Sorry, DeCole. I don't know why I said DeGraw. I think I was combining yours and Janie's names here. I feel your emotions of the finale of Cobra Kai. What was your favorite moment of the series? For me, it was like Daniel trying to catch the fly, but Johnny said no mercy. On the hand of death, the fly, I laughed for minutes. Oh yeah, man. Favorite moment in the entire series might be Daniel's pep talk in the final fight. I think it might be that. There's so many great moments, but that one lives rent-free in my mind still. Did you watch One Piece on Netflix? I can't wait for season 2 of One Piece. Yes, I mean, check out my reactions. Check out my reactions to it. I reacted to it. So yes, I have definitely seen it. Did I see one of Katie Sackhoff's recent Instagram posts? How recent are we talking? I haven't seen anything today. I do follow her. Let's see. If I can type right. There you are. Yeah, which one are we talking about? The saucy one? Or no? Which one? Oh, the cat. Such a cute cat. Yes, the cat. What's up, dirty artist? How are you, kitty cutie? Hey, hey. Cat so cute. What's up, Zero Void? I answered that one. Hey, bud. Please no spoilers. The last episode of Cobra Kai. I'm waiting for my aunt to get home. We started it together and we haven't finished it yet. Well, maybe too late. I said a couple things, a little vague. I mean, obviously there was that one little comment about Terry and Silver. Wait, Terry. I do that again. I did that. I've done that a bunch. Terry and Silver. Terry and Kreese, but I think that's still kind of vague enough. But yeah, I'd be a little hesitant. You may want to vacate, because I don't know if we'll be able to dance around too many of those things. Let's see. But honestly, I'm waiting until Avengers Doomsday to watch the MCU. I need the full impact of everything before the big day. You know, with how things have been and how gradual and slow these last two phases have been, I kind of get it. It's almost like waiting for all of a show to come out so that you can binge it. Because right now, it's been a little rough, kind of seeing the bigger picture. So honestly, that might be the best approach. Kitty, Cookie is so cute. I love your reaction videos to Cobra Kai. It's so sad that it ended. Indeed it did. Indeed it did. I'm so sad, man. I'm so, like, when a show I love ends, man, it always leaves you with an empty feeling, man. It's like losing a friend almost. Very lovely kitty, Cookie. What is up? Happy Saturday, right back at you. What's up, Ginger? Cookie, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Cookie's also being perfectly fine. We are under a flood watch. Currently, cause like we have like a communal deck that we share with one of the other apartment buildings, and it's kind of underwater at the moment. Still, I'd say about a good 20 feet from our floor, our level, our deck, and where the water is at the moment. The rain seems to have stopped and has transitioned into snow, though. So, I mean, as long as that will still affect the water levels, but hopefully it won't be as bad as they were predicting. Please no spoilers for Brave New World. Now that we will try to avoid. The cat is so cute, very cuddly, in love, and I care about you. Yeah, she loves her little snuggles. She does not like a lap cat, but she loves pets and nuzzling on you. Let's see, how's it going? I'm doing good, going good. In my opinion, I think Johnny changed so much from his bully days to this amazing man and dad, from hating Daniel to becoming one of his close friends and asking him to be his sensei. Huge moment, man. That's another one too. That whole thing, yeah, man, so good. Did you see that Superman ad with Shaquille O'Neal? I saw that there is one. Hell, I even commented on one of the posts on Twitter, but I didn't actually watch the video. I hope you're doing well, dude. Glad to see you're enjoying the non-Ghost Rider parts of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just as much. Hopefully you caught that Radcliffe was the second LMD on the last episode. I mean, I know that he was one, but he was also talking as if there was another one. So I assumed that he wasn't including himself. Did you just spoil it for me? I mean, to be fair, I guess logically that could be correct, but I would not have expected that. What's up, Terrence? How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? Going good so far. You know, I went to see Captain America last night, recorded my review. I went to bed around like 6:30 this morning, because after that, I played a little bit of League. Went to bed, woke up, maybe only got like 4.5, 5 hours of sleep, though. I've not been sleeping very good this week. But I woke up, recorded, what did I record? Tuesday's Heartstopper, and then I still have some more recording to do a little bit later, but getting around to that. I'll be back. I'm currently watching your Cobra Kai finale reaction. Hell yeah. Hey, did I hear you're going to react to the Reacher show? Well, I mean, season 3? Yeah, because I've already reacted to seasons 1 and 2. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited to get back into some more Reacher, man. I saw you all paranoid during the Ages of S.H.I.E.L.D. reaction. Glad you're enjoying it. More crazy episodes coming. Hell yeah. Yes, the spicy one. It is a spicy one indeed, and hey, it's tasteful, but I like it. So Morgan, how are you? Been following you for a while, and this is the first stream I'm able to make. Well, welcome. I try to do this every weekend. Typically it's on Saturdays, but with Cobra Kai and all of that, it was just a little too busy, so I just wasn't. I pushed it off rather than canceling this weekend. So we're still having it. Have I ever heard of Emilia Perez? I've only heard about it in reference to the awards that it was nominated for, but that's pretty much about it. Do I like a live stream of Cobra Kai characters? I'm not sure what you mean. Hope you're doing well, brother. I'm doing pretty okay so far. That Owl House episode was heartwarming. Baby King was so cute. His eyes looked like a beanie baby. Yeah, dude. Once we saw Baby King, I was just like, he's already cute as all hell, just as he is. But then just Baby King is just a whole other level. What would I rate Brave New World? Probably maybe like a 7. I'd probably give it a 7. There's a lot of reasons why King remains one of my top 5 characters of Owl House. Well, I'm excited to keep on diving. I love that we're peeling back all of this, and there's a mystery there. What's up, JC? What's up, Bryce? I love watching all of Cobra Kai these past few weeks. The 2 characters that surprised me the most were Kreese and Tori. Yeah, man, I loved what they did with Kreese. I loved what they did with him, and while I did anticipate that this would be on the horizon, like where his story was going to go, and like I mentioned in the video, Cove, like when I talked to him at one of the conventions, pretty much heavily, not even really shied away from that this was the trajectory they were at least going to be going. So that was super cool to see that come to fruition and all that. So good. I'm definitely going to go see Superman for my birthday. I love seeing reboot entries, especially for his new DC universe. If Gunn can take me to that lived-in DC universe, I would appreciate it. That's what I'm hoping for, man. Really what I'm hoping for. What's up, Joe? Good evening from UK. Been watching your reaction to Beetlejuice a lot lately. In particular, the dance scene near the end, especially reaction to Burn Gorman's parts. Because his face, he's already got one of the most unique faces in the industry. And his, like, what do you want to even call it? Mouth acting? Like, the way he over-exaggerates his enunciation and declaration of his parts of the song, it's just so much fun to watch. He's so much fun to watch. I like him. I like him a lot as an actor. Like, I like seeing, he's always fun when he pops up, man. Episode 13, when Miguel joined Cobra Kai. All thought was about Miguel was coming for Axel's ass. Oh, he was definitely coming. I think making the new DCU an established universe lets us escape the origin stories and head straight to the great comic events. That's kind of what I'm hoping, because we're seeing a lot of that. The only one I think that is getting an origin per se is Supergirl, and that's mostly because on screen, her origin story hasn't really been told. Supergirl didn't even do her origin like the traditional ones, like at all. So like the show. So I for the ones that have never had one, I think it makes sense to do that. But for everybody we've seen a bunch, I think we're fine. I think we're good. On your opinion, who do you think changed from season 1 to season 6 of Cobra Kai? Like, changed the most? Like, if we're talking the largest change, probably Kreese. Next in line would be Johnny. Then I'd say Daniel. A lot of the adults are the ones that had to change, and Robbie. Miguel was pretty strong through and through. All he found was confidence and strength. His character and his heart never really changed all that much. Robbie had a full-on, like, an awakening, like, throughout his journey. But, like, if we're talking, like, night and day difference by the end of the show, I would have to say Kreese. I thought Johnny was going to do a crane kick, too. Me too, man. And I think that was only because they were just talking about it at the end of the episode. Or earlier in the episode. Happy Kreese became a good man in the end and making amends with Johnny and Tori. You know what? I'm going to do this. Beware. Cobra Kai spoilers? No cap. And the reason why I kind of want to do that is just because you can watch Cobra Kai at home. Right now, you have to go to a theater to watch Captain America, and that's way more difficult. So that's why I give a little bit more leeway on spoilers for films that have just come out. Because the show, like I said, you can just watch that whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, I don't know. If you already got the thing, you got the thing. I hope everybody's having a nice day. It's good so far. What's up, Nikki? How are you? Hope your weekend's going good so far. It's been pretty solid. Pretty solid. Dexter reactions, maybe? I mean, maybe one day. One day, who knows? If it wins one of the polls, quite possibly. But that will be the deciding factor. What are your thoughts on the Twisted Metal Season 2 trailer? Dude, we're getting the tournament, which we know. That was at the end of the season. But seeing the lineup, the cars, and all the characters that they're including in the tournament, I mean, just off jump, obviously we got Quiet, we got John Doe, we got Mr. Grimm in the trailer, we got Dollface, which we was teased before. We got a bunch of people coming into this match. We're obviously going to have Hammerhead as well. Sweet Tooth is returning. And then we actually got to see Calypso in the teaser trailer of all things. So I'm pretty excited. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed the first season. What's his name? Because he's a guy that is in so many things. He was in the Arrowverse, Gotham. He played Zaz in Gotham. I don't even know how to spell Zaz, but I am trying. What's his name? Here you are. I'm pretty sure that's him. Anthony Carrigan. I knew Carrigan was involved, but I couldn't remember his first name. I think he's playing Calypso, if I recognized him right. I want to see if it's been added to his IMDb, just for confirmation. It hasn't. Oh wait, it's upcoming. They hide that now. Yes, he is. He is in fact Calypso. I'm so excited, and they're adding supernatural stuff in it too, because in one of the shots in the trailer, you see someone's like soul or essence being sucked out. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, man. Did you know that Dana Terrace is working on a new show with Glitch? Yes. It's called Knights of Guinevere, and it's a psychological thriller, and their first 2D show, and she won't be under Disney restrictions. No, I saw the teaser. People have brought it to my attention on the stream before, so I'm curious to see what that's going to look like, outside of the teaser that we got, obviously. What did you think of Mikasa as a character? Seen people think her character's existence is just being there for Eren. I can understand that criticism, because by the end of it, she doesn't really ever fully discover her autonomy. But I love her as a character. She's badass as all hell. You know, Mikasa's awesome. Is her character layered as some of the other ones? No. I'll give them that. But I think she's fine. I think that's perfectly okay. She's obviously in love with Eren. He can't stand up for himself, but then all of this other stuff gets complicated, so she feels responsible. Plus, he saved her life. So there's a lot of complicated emotions there to wrestle with that, I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting, all things considered, regardless of how entangled she is with Eren as a whole. And Lily, again! I'm still alive! Say hi to the cats, raccoons, and possums. If you caught the beginning, we had a little guest appearance from Cookie. Now she's asleep. But thank you so much. Hopefully everybody's okay. Jumba came in. Floof was here last night. We gave her some food, and Biscuit has been back many a time. So far, they're surviving the rains and the current flooding that is going on. The raccoons and the possum, haven't seen them in the past 2 days, so I'm not sure. The weather's not been great, so. But the cats all are currently pretty good. Will I watch the new animated Witcher movie? I'm not sure. If I have time, maybe. I watched, what was it called? What was it? What was it called? The one about young shit. Why am I blanking on his name right now? The wolf one. Whatever the fuck that one was. I watched that. That was pretty sick. This new one, not too sure. After everything that's happened with the Witcher stuff, I'm not too thrilled, but we'll see. Because I watched the trailer for it in my own time, and I thought it looked really, really cool. So, if I have time, maybe. Nightmare of the Wolf. See, I thought it was Nightmare of the Wolf, but, like, my brain was like, something about that feels off, or, like, that I thought I was just combining names in my head. But thank you for confirming. Yeah, I did react to that, but, I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, it's not a priority, though. It is a good week to be a Dragonfall fan. It is a confusing week to be a Dragonfall. Why do I keep saying Dragonfall? Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, I'm not. I still haven't watched Daima, but I definitely could not avoid the recent massive revelation that has come about in the series. And obviously, there's still apparently a huge debate in the fandom about whether or not this series is canon. Apparently. I mean, obviously, because this is before Super, this whole occurrence would throw a lot of things into question, but I'm sure maybe by the end of it, they'll have a resolution, like a mind wipe, or it only works here, or something like that. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Also, it's still in their kid bodies, too, so it's unfortunate. I want to see what they do with it once they're back to normal, but I don't think we're going to get that. What is my favorite animated and real show / film / series? Well, my favorite live action show and show of all time period, whether it is animated or not, is of course The X-Files. If we are talking about animated strictly, it is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Film series is Star Wars. Individual film is Jurassic Park. What do you hope for if they do a Rings of Power Season 3? There's no if. They are doing it. It's already green-lighted. They just announced what it's going to be about. There's going to be a time jump, and it's going to be in the middle of an already in-progress War for the Rings. So Sauron is in his armies, and they're fighting it. Blah, 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 and they said it's going to cover the forging of the One. So I'm kind of interested in how they're going to navigate a time skip like that, but we'll have to wait and see. But they're definitely up at the ante for sure. I've also been watching your playlist of Ted Lasso, one of my favorite shows. It's such a good show. I'm excited, but also conflicted about them bringing it back, but we'll have to wait and see what they do with it, man. I was telling people it wasn't as closed as they think, but we'll have to wait and see what they do with it, though. Jamie's not going to be in it because of scheduling, so that's kind of sad, but we'll see. I just want to say have a good day. Well, thank you, Sleepy Dub. Saw his redemption coming since he defended Johnny from Silver during that ambush. Yes. And then on top of that, they really doubled down on it, too, when he was in prison. And he had that session with a therapist and started, like, really kind of confronting his demons, or at least they started confronting him, but then he did what he typically did and avoided, deflected, didn't actually, confront it. Unlike how he treats life, he could not actually face that. He'd rather try to remove all of those from his being. So I'm glad that came back around, because after the Quan thing, there was no running from it anymore. And we're going to do a rewatch of the 2005 Fantastic Four and the 2000 Fantastic Four to honor the new one. Well, I've never seen Fan Four Stick, so I'll say that. I don't plan on rewatching the other one, so I can just go into it as clean a slate as possible. But yeah. You have a lot of good display of background, by the way. What is your favorite Funko Pop you've ever gotten? I got me a Bugs Bunny, a May Valentine, Yami and Pegasus Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. Happy birthday early to you. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. It is creeping up, about a month and a half away. Favorite Funko is probably... I know I kind of flip-flop on this all the time, I think, but it's probably my Vaxeldan one now. At least at this moment, it's my Vaxeldan one from Vox Machina. Yes, I cried when Miguel and Axel fight and we saw Miguel's flashbacks. And you know what's funny? My real name is Miguel. And my favorite character is my namesake. Hey, I always end up finding myself drawn towards other Michaels in fiction, so I understand. Miguel is just badass, though. But in my Spanish classes, I had to go by Miguel. For whatever reason, so... Fire videos? Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's Big O. What's up, Big Bang Theory Sheldor? Do you think Doom will be teased in Fantastic Four post-credits? I definitely imagine so. We're definitely starting to see that kind of get teed up. When you get to hell, tell him Kreese sent ya. John the Bomb Kreese. That's great. Finally started watching Murder Drones last week. I'm impressed the characters are very well done. The world is very dark and fits the tone well, and it is my favorite character, and also my favorite character. No spoilers for Captain America, but 7.5 for me. That's fair. That's fair. How do you think Stranger Things will end, and who will not make it? I would really be shocked if we actually lose any of the main cast. But I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, they're going to defeat Vecna. Everything's going to be fine. I think we're going to learn that the Upside Down wasn't what he believed it to be and just projected himself onto it and made it this, like, took control of it. And then maybe these creatures aren't innately evil. I don't know. I hope we explore a little bit more of that. The Green Lantern show has now started filming. I'm so excited. Hell yeah. Progress. Will I watch the new Witcher animated movie? Did I reread this, or is this somebody else asking about it? Where was that? I think this might just be somebody sending the same message again. No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. I jumped ahead and read this out of order. That's why. Anthony Kerrigan is also Metamorpho in Superman. I did not know that. Okay, cool. Am I okay with how they did Robbie in the last part of Cobra Kai episodes? I was really upset and mad Axel did that. I'm upset with that as well, like, because you're supposed to be. I do wish Robbie would have ended the series with a tournament win. But I like that he, despite everything, was able to be the person to roll with the punches and do what Johnny could never do. And just be content with everything that he's got at this point. And even Johnny couldn't reconcile with that, considering why he continued to push after that too, which is interesting. It just shows that they're not wholly the same, and that he can handle the shit the world's gonna throw at him, you know, and not buckle, regardless of how things play out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm mixed. I wouldn't say mixed, because I like what they did. I just wish he, at some point in the show, had some kind of win. I haven't seen Cobra Kai Part 3 yet, but we'll pop out of the stream once it starts being discussed more. But just one whoops. Just one question. Could we see Johnny and Miguel again? More than likely. I would say more than likely. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We can check back in with him for sure. I live in Canada, and the current snowstorm sucks. I would imagine so. Snow, mooses, and all that kind of stuff just kind of running around. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein? Curious about it. I haven't actually seen anything other than stills. So, I haven't seen a trailer. I don't know if there is a trailer, but I'm curious about it. Would I see it when it comes out? If I have the time, I would like to try. Will I finally react to Amazing Digital Circus someday? Someday, possibly. Sometime soon, not quite. Do you have any other thoughts on who King really is? Anything other than what I said? No. I still can't believe what happened in this week's episode of Dragon Ball Daima. I was freaking out so much. You and the entire internet, it seems. I need to catch up on that when it's all done. I was thinking about reacting to it and adding it into the mix, but I just haven't been able to do that. That might be something I just kind of catch up with on my own time. I'm more into the Witcher books and games than whatever the heck is going on with the show and that god-awful spinoff Blood Origins. Dude, I got screeners for Blood Origins, and I tried to be as fair as possible, but that was such a mess. Such a mess. And yeah, as far as the Witcher show goes, I'm kind of done, and I've been reading the books as well. I haven't played any of the games yet, but obviously those are separate universes, all the same, regardless, so it is what it is. Something that baffles me is that if fire, light, earth, ice are main elements, how do you get other covens like abominations and illusions? I have no clue, man. Their spell system, with what we've learned, I don't fully understand it, and they don't either. So I don't know if that's going to be something they explore later, or it's just kind of a mystery for now. Let's see. What is your hope for the House of the Dragon Season 3 and 4? Both are confirmed, obviously. But, I mean, I don't really know. I don't know this story outside of the outcome it eventually leads to, because they talked about it in Game of Thrones. I mean, I just want them to give me some dragon battles. You know, I want them to pick up the pace a little bit. That's the main thing I kind of want. I just want to just get into the war, which we ended with the war beginning. So I'm sure that's what's going to be going on in season 3 and 4. So we'll see. What's up, Tom? Just got finished binging both your Hell of a Boss and Has Been reactions. Perfection. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Are you playing more than anything from Has Been? Did I forget to loop it? No, I didn't. Okay, no. It's not more than anything. It is currently You'll Be Okay. It's a lo-fi version of the song that somebody made online that I'm by Frost FM. You can check out their channel. They do a lot of remixes and stuff. It's their version of You Will Be Okay at 1.5 speed to give it a little pop. That reminds me, I watched Jurassic Park for the first time last Monday. Like the original? And? So Mike, how are you? Michael. I'm going to say Michael because that's how you have it in there, because I know I used to hate being called Mike. I'm kind of fine with it at this point, but apologize. I hope for House of the Dragon Season 3 is that they stop cutting away from big action scenes like the one with the one-eyed guy burning the village to the ground last season. Show, don't tell, as they say. There is a lot of that in that show, isn't it? But I assume that's budgetary cutting right there. Do you now regret saying all these fuck yous to Kreese when he was stalking Tori earlier in season 6? No. No, I still think those are valid at the time. Oh, it's Mad Tomato, by the way. Well, hello! Our friendly tomato friend is here. Well, not so friendly. He's actually a little mad, one might say. Well, welcome, man. I did not know as such. Have I ever watched In the Heights? I have. I have a review for In the Heights. I know specifically in that I talked about the choreography because I loved the shit out of the choreography. It was a great movie. Enjoyed it. Check out my review. I don't have a reaction for it. I watched it in theaters, so I don't have that. Another musical by Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's also really good and has Stephanie Beatrice in it. Not only does it have Stephanie Beatrice in it, but also the actress playing Carmilla Carmine, Daphne de la Vega. Ruben Vega, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Isn't that like something from like I think like I pulled that out of my ass from Zorro. What the hell? Daphne Rubin Vega is also in that. Fun movie. Saw the Superman trailer in theaters. The audience next to me were not thrilled. I was about to say goodbye, Henry Cavill, to troll them. Just kidding. Opposite experience in my not screening, but in my showing, that's the word, of Captain America last night. Superman played a trailer there as well, and I could hear people talking excitedly over it, be like, "Oh well, I definitely want to see that." So that's kind of the opposite. So I'm that kind of made me a little happy. If you had a chance to travel into the Marvel universe or the DC universe, which one would you choose? Probably, I don't know, man. Marvel? It might be safer. My basement has water in it, and my mom is trying to clear it. Well, good luck. I've been in that situation at my parents' house when I was still living there. Well, technically it's my grandmother's house, but now it's ours. After she passed, it's kind of moved on. It's in my mom's name and my brother and I's. But yeah, the basement down there can occasionally flood. Could Doom be teased in Thunderbolt's post-credit scene? I mean, maybe. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. It's related to Cap 4. I'm planning to watch all the Star Wars movies, and I really want to see Andor before this April. We'll get into it, man. That's some homework. That's some homework right there for sure. Crazy Cat Traveler. I was surprised to find out the new Dragon Ball was out, but lost interest when I found out they were turning Goku into a kid again. I've been, I mean, so far the show seems to be doing pretty good. It's really diving out and exploring and adding to the lore of the universe. We're learning a lot about the Dragon Ball universe in the show. It is supposedly canon as far as everything goes, even though it takes place between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. It is canon by all intents and purposes, but it's a different scenario, at least this time. I'll give them that. I also didn't have a lot of interest, and still it started to come out, and I started to kind of see what they're doing with it. Let's see. What's up, Darkly? How are you? I'm doing good. Do I have a favorite Green Lantern? Overall, Jon Stewart, if we're going through like the main ones, but just out of just pure what the fuckery, I love Chip. The fact that one of the Green Lanterns is literally a giant squirrel makes me so happy. So I love me some Chip. And I hope we get some Chip in the DC use at some point. But if we're talking like the main Earth sector Green Lanterns, Jon Stewart was my first Green Lantern. So I'm probably going to go with him. Let's see. Do you think that after the Mandalorian and Grogu movie comes out, will this be the last that we see of Grogu? Probably not. Maybe in like live action, but I don't know. Maybe I doubt it. I doubt it. Fantastic Cobra Kai reactions, by the way. I'm back. I love the final season, but man, it was so emotional. I cried a lot. Same. You saw. I know Miguel isn't Johnny's biological son, but you have to agree Miguel acts and talks a little like Johnny a bit, especially now. I mean, hell, Robbie even said as much when he got his last pep talk from Miguel going into these days. Like, he was like, whoa, you're starting to sound like my dad. I was like, yeah, because he's taken everything that Johnny has imparted upon him to heart, man. Anthony was perfect as Victor Zsasz in Gotham. Definitely my favorite version of the character. It's very, very far and away from the comic book version of the character. It's barely the character, to be fair, but I liked his performance in it all the same. I heard they are remaking the Faculty. Thoughts? Interesting. I do like the original, But it is interesting to pull that out and then try to, like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'd definitely be curious to see how they try to pull that off. Hey, Rant, what's up? Thank you for the super chat. This is me wishing you to cover Wheel of Time. Season 3 comes out March 13th. I don't know. I definitely won't be able to get into it before that. Definitely not. But there's the polls, man. It's gotta survive the gauntlet of the polls. Where was I before I scrolled down with that? But I thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. For sure, for sure. What beverage are you having today? It is a cherry Moscato, is what I'm drinking at the moment. Did you see the crazy news that some guy bought all other seats in his theater to break up couples on Valentine's Day because he's single? I did, and that is such an asshole move, man. Oh my God. And how, just imagine the money you had to spend to do that too. Maybe it's a combination of like how Luce made a combo to go invisible. I mean, all of it's going to have to be a combo, but now I'm just like, well, what combinations and how? That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. What's up, Zangetsu? What's up? I thoroughly enjoyed your latest Cobra Kai reactions. The show got you in exactly the same feels as it got me. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad so many people, well, there are some things I've seen some critiques and stuff like that, and even the ones that I called out as well. I understand them, but all of the joy that I feel just supersedes any of that. What's up, 3W? How you doing? Been a minute. It has. Glad you're still watching One Piece. A side note, have you seen Solo Leveling? No, I have not. It is. I'm not currently watching any current modern anime at the moment. I usually watch the dub for Daima, but it's so far behind that I'm watching the sub. That's usually what happens to me. Like with Dragon Ball, that's one of the ones where I'd want to watch the dub. But yes, I'm also super impatient, and that's usually what leads me to the sub in the end, is just to get more of the story. All right, this is very nice. I will be okay as we broken, as it was intended to do. Started watching your Invincible reactions, and hilarious is one of the word to describe them in a good way. I hope so. Do I see a AAA Invincible game working? It's definitely possible, but with the way the current video game climate, I would be shocked if one was to be able to pull off, pulled off in a satisfying way. Am I okay with everyone's endings in Cobra Kai? Yes, I am. I definitely am. I like where everybody ended up in the end. The original Jurassic Park, and it was phenomenal. I can see why it became so iconic. Yeah, man. 93, dude. Huge year. Huge year. That was, again, as far as like theater memories go, this is the first movie I have at least memories of seeing in theaters. And I don't know for a fact it was the first movie I ever saw, but it's definitely the earliest memory I have. I'm sure my mom probably dragged me some movies here and there thinking it would matter at the moment, and maybe it entertained me at the time, but that's the only thing I remember. So, but I also love that. It's one of the few books I've read. I do think the movie, and this might be blasphemy, I think the movie is better than the book. The book's got way more detail as far as like the science and stuff. Obviously stuff that didn't make it into the movie, and they reworked Grant and Ellie's relationships completely. But I prefer the movie, actually, still. That doesn't always happen. I wonder if we'll get to see Galadriel's husband in Season 3. In the movies, we saw him a little bit in the scenes. I'm thinking maybe she hasn't met him yet. In the book stuff, she definitely should have already, but in this timeline, she has not seen him yet. So I imagine maybe we'll probably start to see him as we get into maybe the War of the Ring after this time skip, maybe? Who knows? We'll see. Also, you were the one of the few reactors to figure out the advantage Luffy has against Enel once his Devil Fruit was revealed. So thank you, Dirty. You confirmed my suspicions, you little spoiler. I feel like it was like I'm so confident in that hunch, I couldn't think of it being anything else, but that's the only other thing. It's the only thing I could think of. But I'm glad. I like when sometimes I can actually catch up on something. Daredevil is a worthy replacement to Cobra Kai. One show ends, another one begins. Yeah, we just have 2 weeks, and we'll be starting Daredevil, Born Again. You just said what most Witcher fans can't seem to understand. The books and games are different universes. Yeah, they are very, very, very different universes. The creators of each have also very, very plainly said as such. Their own rules, their own stuff, and all this. Obviously, they're built upon the same framework, but they are independent of one another. Oh yeah, I forgot. Last of Us Season 2 is also really, really close. It's April, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's up, Ed? How are you doing? No need to apologize. You do you. Finished Season 2 of The Punisher. I still prefer the first season, but it was alright. Billy got a little frustrating. Yeah, it's fine. My biggest hang-up was because how good Season 1 is. Season 2 was just very disappointing. And I didn't think the Billy storyline and the little girl storyline gelled very well. Like, it felt like two completely separate plots that didn't really work together, and that they were just crammed together. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have committed to one or the other and just solely focused on that. That was my biggest complaint about Season 2 of The Punisher. I was happy for the audience in my theater. Loved the Fantastic Four trailer. Also, is this just me, or was that trailer more epic in theaters than at home? I think the theater makes many trailers more epic in general. Like, the reactions to live audiences to the Karate Kid Legends trailer, I even overheard excitement behind me as well. So that was also really cool. Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel? Right now, I'm going to say Hell of a Boss. Definitely my preferred flavor of the two at the moment. What's up, Lindsay? Happy Saturday. Any theories and hopes on the last season of Stranger Things? Somebody else just asked this earlier. I think everybody's going to survive. Vector's going to die. I hope we learn that the Upside Down was corrupted by him and that it's not innately evil or maleficent, malicious. I don't know. I just hope we get more of that. And yeah, that's about the best I've got at the moment. Yeah, they added a lot to the lore. That they did. Do I remember the GL oath? Not 100%. Do I have a Valentine? Obviously, my girlfriend, yes. I start my rewatch of The Defenders tomorrow, Season 3 of Daredevil, and I was also robbed again of a Karen and Frank kiss. What the F? That's life. Jon Stewart, solid choice. I see you've changed over to your primary now. I will say I hope the MCU does the next saga much better with a clear direction like the Infinity Saga had. I'm happy that now we know where we are going in the next 2 to 3 years. Hope so, at least. Hope so, at least. Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. All I'm picturing is Jon Stewart from The Daily Show as Green Lantern. Well, don't do that. My young man, Aaron Pierre, is cast as Jon Stewart, by the way. I am aware. I can't wait to see him in the suit. What are your top 3 movies you were looking forward to this year? Movies. Superman, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts. Outside of those 3, I don't really know what films are coming out this year. Just off the top of my head. Harley Quinn, wasn't Damian with Talia, then Nightwing came out of the Lazarus pit? Did he not think to mention to Bruce that Dick was alive? He probably didn't care to, and maybe he wasn't even paying attention. I don't even remember. Let's see. Ever watched the animated Hulk show in the 90s? No. As far as Marvel goes, until the MCU and... Well, no, some of the movies. The movies, obviously. All the other movies that came out. And talking animated stuff, like in the 90s, I only ever watched Spider-Man and the X-Men show. You finished season 1 of Heartstopper? No, I am still on. I just recorded episode 3 of season 1 today. Oh yeah, I remember Daphne was in that movie and voiced Carmilla, and I did not put that together for a while. Indeed. Have I recorded my substance reaction? I have. I'm going to be working on the edit later tonight. I'm hoping to have it out tomorrow. That's the goal. That's the hope. I watched something that I've only seen once, Detective Pikachu. It's such a fun movie. I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm sad we still have not gotten the sequel that they confirmed. Really like Johnny's heart-to-heart with Kreese. I felt like a burden has finally been lifted. Me too, man. That was one of the amazingest thingamabobs, moments, scenes that we've had, and William Zabka's performance in that moment is just so fucking good. For studios that are obsessed with sequels, where the F is this? Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying, man. Have I ever heard of Fire Breather? Not ringing a bell. The songs I've been learning are all about Has-Been Hotel. I've been leaning Hell's Greatest Dad, Stayed Gone, and Loser Baby, one of the Hell Boss, and it's 2-minute notice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got the music book that they put out that's got all of the sheet music for everything. I haven't really cracked it open yet, but I have it. Usually series finales don't end up working. Game of Thrones, Lost, Walking Dead, and Breaking Bad, to name a few. I'm sorry. Did you just say that the Breaking Bad ending didn't work? That's one of the best endings, period. Game of Thrones I get, Lost I'm not aware of, Walking Dead, everything after Carl died was ass. It was, okay, not ass, but not great. The ending was trash. But Breaking Bad, man, the ending was as perfect as it could have been. I gotta 100% disagree on that. Did the Cobra Kai series finale work as a finale to this era of the Karateverse? I think 100% yes. 1000% yes. Let's see. Looking back, I can't help but notice that Robbie Reyes had some similarities with Mark Spector. Both of them were on the brink of death until they took a deal that involved healing and retribution. That's a good point. That's actually a really good point to call out there, and they're bartering with supernatural entities. About to go eat dinner, but I wanted to ask, if you were transported to the Cobra Kai universe, would you be Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do, and who would you want to train you? I'd probably be Miyagi-Do. I still always, and maybe it's just because I grew up with Daniel as our protagonist, I just always lean Daniel, you know, and I just like that style, but I don't know. I could be convinced to do, but hell, they're working together, so at this point, I can pick both. Gladriel does mention her husband in the first season, but she thinks he's dead. I must have missed that. From season 1 to 6, who's your top 10 fighters in Cobra Kai? Not gonna do a top 10 right now. Let's see. Let's not forget about The Last of Us season 2. Go to YouTube and you see that no one reacted. The Little Rascals save the day. I don't know what that is. I know what the Little Rascals is, but is that like a new Little Rascals? I don't know. What's up, Super Baka? Watch your review of Cap 4. I'm so glad someone actually enjoyed it like I did. Agree with damn near everything you said. Hell yes. Always love that. But I understand. I can understand people feeling the way they feel. I didn't feel a lot of that. I still have my hang-ups with it. It's still got its flaws for sure, but I don't think it's like some travesty of cinema or anything of the sort. What's up, Cobra Kai Clips? It's 1 a.m. in Turkey right now. Greetings. Well, happy late evening for you. Hope you're having a good night. Agreed. Last of Us Season 2 is rumored for April 13th. It's April. Got a busy couple weeks, man. Got a busy couple months, actually. I'm so irritated. Sorry, this is bringing me back because talking about that, because Invincible still has 3 more weeks before it wraps up the season. And, well, including this week. And Reacher starts this fucking week and is dropping 3 episodes on the same night. Which which means that both will be going on the same night for another 2 weeks after that, which is frustrating. I mean, Reacher does February 20th, which is Thursday, right? Yep. That's so frustrating. But I don't know. So I'm probably going to have to stagger that just to not die or overexert myself, but we'll see. And then once Invincible's done, I can start to do it on time. Did you think Thor will be in Avengers and Doomsday? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'd be pretty confident to say we're going to see him again by some point. What is this topic today? Whatever. I just read comments. I take this time to just read comments and respond. Not comments, but the messages in the chat. Talk about a little rascal saved the day. I finally finished. I got you, babe, but I learned it yesterday. Cool. I love I Got You, Babe. Sonny and Cher. Hell yeah, man. Fun fact, I saw Jurassic Park on Laura Dern's birthday. Cool. That's a fun little factoid. I was personally more hyped for Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four than Captain America, but this is proof that Rotten Tomatoes should inform people's opinions of movies. Nor should social media at this point either. What's up, John Kreese? I am Cobra Kai. Proud of my son, Johnny. Hell yeah, man. I've been playing Minecraft hardcore. Now I'm on day 290. Yeah, I tried Minecraft at one point. I think I played for like 20 minutes, and I'm good. I'm good. In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Beware my power in lantern's light. Let's see. Did you cry during Wicked? I did. Would you like it if the next saga is called The Mutant Saga? Very focused, but I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Fun fact, Kreese includes Silver in the plot in 1985. Kreese, Season 4. Kreese brings Silver into the plot. Kreese removes Silver from the plot in Season 6. Yeah, that is a solid fact. It was his mistake to undo. Karate Kid Legends. You can edit a whole movie in one day. I mean, if I put my mind to it. I mean, it's edited. The editors that help me with certain stuff, I send them my movie stuff. I need you to clarify. It's already been edited by them. I need to spend tonight making sure to clean it up, that I like the edit, and I don't need to make any changes. The pre and post is already done because the intro and the review is already done because I post the watch along as soon as I watch the movie for the poll winners. So that's been on Patreon for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. But I just gotta review the edit tonight, which can take a little while with these things because they're pretty lengthy, and I can be very particular. What are your thoughts on the second and third Jurassic Park films? I love the second one. I've probably seen it more than the first one just because that's how I watch sequels a lot, just as background noise and just to kill time. So I've watched a lot of sequels more. So I've probably seen Lost World more than I've seen the original, but the original is obviously better. But I really, really like the second one. I think people hate on it a lot, and I don't get it. The third one, though, I kind of get it. The third one is a little rough, but it did give us that lovely little gem of the Allen Raptor. Let's see. A lot of shit happens IRL during Phase 4, so that is very, very, very true. Do you ever think Johnny will ever know what Kreese did for him and his family? I'm sure maybe they didn't address it, but I'm sure he would have had to have found out. I at least hope so. Maybe he just assumes he never saw him again and he's just out there. I feel like the next Avengers films will be a bunch of teams together. Fantastic Four, Avengers, Thunderbolts, X-Men, and Young Avengers, to name a few. Maybe. I meant the Breaking Bad series finale didn't work for others. It worked for me. I mean, this is one of those situations where I know some people were mixed on it. I think overall most people were satisfied with it. I think the people that were upset were the people that turned Walt into their hero and thought he was going to win in the end and get away with it in the end or something like that. Obviously they left Jesse's story up in the air to be concluded later, which they did do, but as far as Walt's story goes, I thought it was fucking perfect. Favorite Sony property, for example, Breaking Bad, Cobra Kai, Good Doctor, SWAT, The Boys. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is television perfection in my mind, man. And I'm excited for Vince Gilligan's new show with Rhea Seehorn. It's a science fiction show going back to his X-Files roots. Looking forward to that. But close second would be Cobra Kai for sure. Forgot to add The Last of Us. Oh yeah, that is Sony. Yeah, I'd still stand by those thingies. Thank you for responding to my comment on your video. Well, hell yeah, anytime. I try. I mean, like, I don't respond to every comment because it's just I don't have the time for it. But I did see that, and then, yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, so I chuckled a little bit. Love you so much, brah. I love all you guys, man. Love you guys. Daredevil's a couple weeks away. I suppose to see Camp 4 this weekend, but the peep I was seeing it with had on-call work-wise, so hopefully next week. That sucks, man. When is my next on-call, by the way? I'm not sure when I'm on my weekend duty and my next rotation is. Oh. Not until March 14th. I would have assumed I would have had one a little sooner than that, but I guess not. Fire Breather is a comic book character who has his own set of comics like Invincible. He's half human, half dragon. He lives in a world of Invincible. That's the first I'm hearing of it. I don't follow the Invincible comics at all, or even that publisher really at all, so I'm definitely not familiar with it. So Little Rascals Save the Day, it has the same people with most of the same people that were getting money to save on Grandma's Bakery, so they get a school play around and they have to sing. You know, I don't even know if I've seen Little Rascals now that I'm thinking about it, like the original. Not sure if I have. Do you see Spider-Man being in Avengers Doomsday? Yes. Even though no one remembers him? Oh yeah. Oh, he's definitely going to show up for the party. Regardless of whether or not they remember him. What part of Wicked made you tear up? The scene with her accepting the hat. Most of the scenes with Elphaba just being mistreated. The realization, like, I think the first moment that really hit me was when Galinda joined in on her dance when she was putting on that performance so that nobody could realize they were getting to her. And she joined in to support her after that, after she finally felt empathy. That for sure. I think that was definitely the first moment, but that was just one of many great moments in there. What about Peacemaker Season 2? Do we even have a clue when that's going to be coming out? What's up, Philip? Everyone's somewhat new to the channel. It's the first time catching a stream. Love the reactions. Keep up the great content. Well, thank you, Philip. Welcome, welcome. Like I tell everybody, it's the first time. We try to do this every weekend. Typically, it's Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. But I was just way too busy, behind on a bunch of stuff, and just tired. So I just moved it to today. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I have to cancel. But the goal is to do it Saturdays. Let's see. And Lily coming in with another big Super Chat MVP. Yes, Lily, queen. She is the financier of our cats at this point. I will say, like, they especially last year, you know, excluding the ones we have, like, I helped and or saved just about 20 cats over the course of 2024. The vet bills were not fun. They were not fun. But felt bad. I wanted to do something because I could, and I tried, and it got a little sweaty at one point with some of the scares, but everything's fine at this point. And the ones we could give homes have homes. The ones we couldn't, they still come around now. I mean, we've had some come and go that no longer make their rounds, and I hope they're okay. But sad reality of it is not always going to find a home for all of them, and you're not always going to be able to save all of them, and that's the thing that sucks about it all, man. I've been playing the heck out of God of War Ragnarok. Did you hear the rumor that the next game could focus on a younger Kratos in Greece instead of diving into Egyptian mythology? I heard the opposite, that the next one would be moving to Egyptian mythology. Yeah, I heard the opposite rumor. I haven't heard the one you're talking about. I still need to finish Ragnarok, by the way. What's up, Busy? I see Busy in the chat. What's up, man? Just wanted to quickly drop in and say, hey, did my first half week at work this week. Back here tomorrow, up at 6, so likely won't stay long. Just wanted to update you with about positive more than our house. Flat inquiries are being agreeable to the possibility of pets, so hopefully me and Lucy can move back in together at some point in the near future. Anyway, hope you have a good week, and hopefully I'll be able to catch next week's stream. Much love to you and chat. I'm glad things seem to be, or at least hopefully will be kind of taking a little bit of an upward turn for you guys. So that's nice to hear. That is nice to hear. So thanks for checking in. Take care of yourself for sure. And it is going good, Busy, my man. I need to respond to you. I saw your message, but I just got distracted with everything else. It should work. I can make it work. I might be a little tired, but I can make it work. Where was I there? Because I had to jump around to your additions. Here we are. I have to get up in 7 hours for work. I still come to your stream. Thanks for the content and putting a smile on my face during this crazy time. From Moscow with love. If only I could donate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all, and love right back at you. And is that Morgan? Oh, what is her name? It's not it. God, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Magica. Morgan is the Morgan. Oh my God, whatever. Magica. Is that Magica as a fucking bee? Glinda. The G is silent. Dancing with Elphaba had me sobbing. It is. Wait, hold on. I'm getting things mixed up now. Because she changes it eventually. She removes the G eventually. But at that point, she was still Glinda, right? I don't remember now. Now I'm confused. My memory's fucked up. I don't know if I'm gaslighting myself or I'm just getting confused by the chat. What's up, Jamie? How are you doing today? Love your reactions. Keep it up. Doing good. Right back at you, man. Thank you. Karate Kid Legends, could they mention the events of Cobra Kai, or will they be completely disconnected? It's in universe. It's 3 years later. I doubt they will reference it, though. While the creators and writers of Cobra Kai didn't have anything to do with the film, they did get to check the script for any inconsistencies to make sure that nothing would cause complications. So hopefully that's true. Just wanna, what movies or TV do you wish to be a part of? If I could, like, have my way, dude, I would love to be on X-Files, or have been. Cobra Kai is beautiful. I don't condone Walter White's actions, but I do wish he had gotten the rest of the money out of the compound and survived so he could be arrested. like actually saw like Hank, while Hank maybe would have got what he wanted in the end anyway, that he would have seen the inside of a jail cell. I could see that. I could see that as a satisfying way to go, that he actually passes in prison and not in his own space. He gets his own weird, twisted kind of happy ending. Cobra Kai was beautiful. Yes, indeed it was. Relax. Who are you? Is somebody in the chat freaking out, or am I freaking out? Why are we saying relax? You're one of the YouTubers that I don't feel weird or bad thinking of as kind of a friend because you interact with us in this whiny way. Get the spelling correct. No, yeah, you're fine. I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, that's kind of the nature of this whole thing, man. It's hard to avoid that kind of connection in all that way, because it can end up, you know, blurring reality a little bit. But that's all I want to be here, man. I just want to be this little outlet for you guys and have a place where you can hang out and relax and unwind and, you know, have a moment where you're not feeling alone watching something, sharing in things. Because that's the whole reason I started the channel, is because I didn't have anybody to talk to about the shows that I was watching and stuff like that. So I opened the door to all of that. Saw Cap 4 2 days ago, and yesterday it snowed a lot. Thank gosh I saw the movie before it snowed. It was raining the past 2 days. Now it's snowing. All I'm hoping for is that we don't have to evacuate because of the flooding. Did you happen to catch the A24 trailer for Death of a Unicorn? No. This is the first I'm hearing about it. What do you do for your day job that you're on call? I'm a physician assistant at a hospital, so I'm very familiar with on-call woes. I do IT work. Basically, I troubleshoot a supply management application that our company provides to hospitals. That's mainly the clientele that we have that use it. And so, obviously, we need to be available 24/7 if something happens, considering the people that are using it. So we just take little rotations, and yeah, so sometimes, maybe something doesn't work, they can't order supplies or something like that, and then we have to get on and troubleshoot the app and all kinds of shit and figure out what's going on. You could say it's wicked good. It is wicked good. People remember Spider-Man, but not Peter. Exactly. So true. I just think it's so funny. I just forget which is which. I can't remember which happened. Is it originally Glinda and then Glinda, or then the other way around? I don't know why. I can't get that right. Okay, that's what I thought. For those upset with how they were doing Taskmaster themes, you remember this: after Secret Wars, there will be a soft reboot, and then we see a comic book accurate Taskmaster. That is true. That is true. Peacemaker Season 2 is in August. I didn't think it was going to be coming this year. That's nice. Do you think it would be a good idea for some X-Men characters to have special presentations like Werewolf by Night before they are introduced to the future movies? I think that could be really cool. I'm surprised we also haven't had any more of those since the last one we got. Batman 2 is too far away. Regretfully so, unfortunately. Out of curiosity, what do you do as an on-call position? If you don't feel comfortable answering, I completely understand. Actually, I just answered that. Omni's a passport. I don't even know what that is. ASCPA? American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. I mean, I try to help where I can. Let's see. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I watched a clip from... something Camp 2. Misty cried. I'm excited for M9 animated. Oh, Critical Role Campaign 2. Got Misty and I cried, so I'm excited for the Mighty 9 animated series. I think Campaign 2 is the one I absolutely know the least about. I know roughly some stuff that's going on in Campaign 3. And there's a new Exu that just came out, so I'm going to have to check that out. I still need to finish the first one, but there's a new one of those I need to get into. She changed it to Glinda when they leave for the Emerald City. Right, when she's just like, in his honor. Trying to, like, salvage her rep in the moment. Also, please feel free to tell me to stop posting life updates in chat during stream. I sometimes feel like no one's that bothered anyway. I do need sleep, so night all. Hey, keep on keeping on. I do like getting little updates and stuff like that. Yeah, especially happier ones, you know, for sure. As I'm sure you do as well. But good night, and hopefully we'll catch you next time. To the possum, meningitis takes a while. If you know, you know. I will next time. I'll try to remember that. That's how she introduced it up to Blizzard. I saw Wicked on Broadway with the original cast when it first came out, and it changed my life. It also drained my bank account, but I was bawling like a baby for the most of it. Man, they were touring last year, and the closest showing, or performance rather, was in Tennessee, and I just couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, sadly. I really, really wanted to. I'm still hoping I can catch it on stage one day. Obviously, I won't be able to say the original cast, but we'll see. Wizard and I is part of your world in terms of I Want songs. That's true. That is very, very true. I wasn't sure what you were saying at first, but I put it together. Finished watching Arcane Season 2. Such a great show, and the music was on point. Can't wait for what's next. Same. Does he fidget and bouncy his legs this much normally? I think I do. Quite a bit, actually. I mean, I've almost always got this in my hand during reactions as of late. My handy little... I mean, I've done it with others, but specifically a D10 feels the best. Relax, don't do it when you're gonna go through it. Yeah, his ADHD is strong. The ADHD is strong. Wait, I already fucked it up. The ADHD is strong with this one. I did not get whiny correct. I mean, I guess if you're like whine, but whine-y, I guess. Maybe you got it right. I think you got it right. I just think maybe I was confused. Thought it would be right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. The Theatrical stars Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd. Might have to check that out. Dude, you should just try to have a conversation with me about stuff, man. Editing helps salvage a lot of my train of thoughts and stuff like that too, because I can realize I jump topics and then I can actively reorder it properly. But yeah, my brain does takes some interesting little leaps. How interesting, or maybe you've helped my hospital at some point. It's possible. I know I've had cases with, hell, one of the ones locally here too. So yeah, quite possibly. 26, like, hi, Omni. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Long time. Well, the fuck? I just randomly started smelling wine. It's weird how that happens sometimes. Sometimes when I'm watching something, I'll just randomly start smelling what's on screen. I think there's a cat here. I got in that. Let's see. Guns first. Damn it. There's a strange, depressing magic to it. Smoking on the stairs, watching and listening to the stream, forgetting for a moment the chaos around me. You will be okay. Is like the cherry on top. I'm glad we can kind of be there for you, man. I really, really do. Just finished watching Cobra Kai series finale. Wow, that was interesting. You misspelled amazing. If I'm being chased by flying monkeys and Osguards in Emerald City, I'd fight back with a Tommy gun and a railgun similar to Uzi's gun, like I'm the Terminator. You are obsessed. You always find some way to loop it back around to... It's like me and X-Files, man. I guess I can't really talk. I don't think I cram X-Files into a conversation, though. If I could find a way to organically bring it around, yeah, but like that's like... I don't know. I mean, maybe I do ham-fisted sometimes, but that's ham-fisted as all hell. You love that series, man. I liked it. I enjoyed it, but you love it. Hell yeah. Glad for Dr. Dillamond. It was a PR move. It wasn't for Dr. Dillamond, but it was a PR move. She was still learning at that point. I gotta say, I love the final confrontation with Johnny and Kreese. I'm sorry, John Kreese and Terry Silver, both shocked and disappointed. I'm amazed. If you don't know, you should see if there's one in your area. Sometimes they have assistance and discounts for people to make sure animals get care. We have one of my best friend's sister works with a rescue group that has helped us get like cheap fixings, rabies shots and stuff like that. That's really helped. But the stuff that they can't cover is where we've had to take them to because we have one local animal ER, which we've had to take some animals to a few times, and then obviously our proper vet, which can get a little pricey. I think I have like 9 or 10 cats on register there under just my account. Glinda, she is the is silent. Gotcha. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, thank you. Thank you for clearing it up. My dyslexia in the storyline, we'll call it. Glinda do be so kinda annoying though. Bruh. Am I still straight as a ruler? I'm still very, very straight. What? There was a whole conversation you missed one day. Don't you dare call Glinda annoying before I summon flying monkeys to your house. By the way, Daredevil entered into my top 10 shows of all time. Love the finale. Hell yeah. It's not even in mine, which maybe it should be, but it's currently not in mine. What the fuck you talking about? D10s are the least fun to play with. I just mean like the finger feel. Like when I'm fidgeting with it, I just like the grooves because it can also kind of just grab the points like this and make like a little like Z. That's the shit I'm talking about, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I love my favorite to roll is quite obviously a D20. But I'm just talking like if I need something to fidget with, like the way you could just roll this around because of it's like triangular and shit, it just fits in your fingers nicely. The Wizard Eye is amazing. I love Cynthia's version of it. It's beautiful. I don't want to see Death of a Unicorn unless it's Death of a Unicorn, but not really. Unicorns are fine. Don't worry. What a title that would be. You know what other musical guilty pleasures I love more than others? Happy Feet. Oh, I did really like Happy Feet when that came out. I've seen the new MCU TVA comic book. There's a part 1 and part 2. I have not. No, I didn't know that was a thing. Great background music. Just watched Cobra Kai yesterday. Still in my feelings about it. Excited to see your Owl House reaction. Just want to stop by and say thank you, and you do a good job. Well, thank you. I'm not sure how to say your names. Suchego Uber. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. It's a fun little episode. And emotional, a little sad, a little bit with a bright spot, and I don't know, revelations be had in it. X-Files Season 12 starts tonight. You watching? If it was, I would be there. Anytime you can, you do. But I don't think I forced it. Maybe I'm just being... Maybe I'm trying to pretend like I'm not that bad. I know that Terry Silver was dying of cancer and he had a year to live. No, he didn't have a year. He only had a couple of months. The doctor said 6 months at best is what was in the flashbacks. He didn't even have a year left. But what happened? I don't know what to think of it. I think it's perfect. I think it was the perfect end. How is Katie in The Mandalorian? She's fantastic. She's great. She's queen. I mean, anyway. If you're not watching it, I was about to spoil something. You could say Murder Drones is my X-Files. No offense. Very true. Everybody's got their obsession, man. Also work in healthcare. Big respect to the employees that help us in IT. I've just, my last more than 15 years has all been IT stuff. Where I'm at now, I've been for, what, 2 years? 2.5 years? 3 years? I don't remember now. I lose track of time, man. I lose track of time. Have I heard of Six, the musical? No, I've not. Unfortunately, it's time to go to bed, but thanks for the nice moment. Hope everything's going well for you and you in the chat, and I hope I don't go to jail for loving Hello Boss. Russia is hell, man. Yeah, be careful with that. Didn't even cross my mind. Yeah, watch yourself, but good taste. Good taste. I have a cat that's pretty old, like 14 years old, but still kicking and still loves to explore outside. That's awesome. My oldest cat that I've ever had was 13. When making a character for a tabletop RPG, do you let the game guide you, or do you plan them out all the way to level 20? For example, I have a 6th level character, and I'm already pretty sure he's gonna be a level 6 bard, level 9 fighter, level 2 sork, 3 warlock. I figure it out as if we're talking how I want to level and structure the character, I have like a rough idea, but I kind of let my feeling and the story kind of guide me through that with what I want to do. When I work with my DM, we come up with my character's backstory, and then obviously to keep things off the table, if I have any like goals or missions or life quests or something like that, we talk that out, and then he comes up with everything on the back end to keep me surprised about all of that. But as far as the growth of the character, I kind of let the game, and I kind of feel it out as things start to progress. How does it feel naturally when I'm role-playing as the character, and then obviously how events play out and how that would affect my character. I think about all of that. As far as like, this is what I want to do with this skill and this, that, and then combine these things together. I personally don't really get that deep into the weeds of that until I kind of start wanting to until I have a clearer idea of where things are going. I don't like to plan too much ahead of time. What's up, Adriana and Rebecca? Love your reactions. You never fail to make me laugh. I'm glad. Hopefully never at me. Which is, well, at me's fine too sometimes. Look, sorry, for some reason I type warlock really fast and it comes out as warlock. Warlock. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man reactions, maybe? No, you can tell me stop, and I will. It's okay. Katie is hot in the Mando. Katie is just Katie. Man. Yeah. Always the looker. I don't have a show I'm obsessed with. Looks around at all the Doctor Who stuff. Hey, fair enough. I love me some Doctor Who, man. The fight scene with Matt, Desks, and Fisk was insane. Matt almost killing Fisk, but then stopped, and that scream, all of that was phenomenal. It's so Matt, it's so primal, the conflict, because you know there's a part of him that wants to, and he's almost mad that he can't let himself do that. But that's the tug of war in Matt's mind about what he does, but what he believes in. and where those lines are and how his emotions challenge it all the time. It's so good, which is why some of my favorite moments in the show, and it's something that obviously this comment rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, is like talking about how they, one of the showrunners or writers or something, I forget which, for Born Again was talking about how the original show spent a lot of time talking about and kind of moping about being a superhero and stuff like that. And I was like, for Matt, I love that stuff. Some of my favorite stuff are just the conversations with him and his, forget the father's name. Like when he's at the church, at the confessional, when he's talking to people about what he's going through. Some of those scenes are some of my favorites. 6 is a musical about Henry VIII's wives. Never heard of it. So Marcus, how are you doing? Cat turns 8 this October. My previous cat lived to 18. God damn, that's crazy. What a long life for a cat. That's lucky. I started watching The Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. It's 5-year-olds in 1992, so I've been watching John Kreese and Terry Silver for a long time, all the way to now. So that's it. That's it, man. Everything comes to an end eventually. I don't remember if you mentioned this, but have you seen Reddick? Reddick or Riddick? Like the Vin Diesel movie, or is Reddick something different? Well, when I typed in Reddick, I'm just getting sports stuff. I have seen the Riddick films. Well, no, I haven't seen the last one, but I've seen the first 2. Or was there one just being planned? Did the third one even exist? Riddick movies. Hold on. I need to make sure I'm remembering this right. Which, par for course, I'm probably not. Chronicles of Riddick film franchise. Okay. Yeah, I've seen Chronicles and Pitch Black. I haven't seen just Riddick. I don't think, at least. But there is a new one supposedly coming out. Saw your Cobra Kai season 6, episode 14 and 15, and now I'm sad about the show being over, and I can't stop laughing about the end of episode 14. Can't believe Kreese and Silver did all of that fighting from season 4 to 6 in Karate Kid part just to get unalived on a boat. I can't believe they went out like that. I can. I can. I wholeheartedly, I can see how that went that direction. So Matt Murdock be pulling women like he'd be winning the lottery. I mean, he's charming as all hell, man. He's got his charm. Cat! Gotta get going. Thank you for the chat, Omni. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Keep up the amazing content. You as well. Poof! I heard D&D, and I couldn't help but say one last thing about my DM secretly allowing muskets in the upcoming game. Rip Van Winkle from Helsing is in the plans. The table is not ready for me. Oof. That sounds like it's going to be interesting, then, adding it into the mix. How many wives do you have? It must be cool to have more than one wife. Oh, Riddick, right. 6, but not at the same time. I have a guy on my street who had a cat that lived to 27. What? No. That can't be. He had to been lying his ass off to you. Hold up. World's oldest cat was 38 years old. So, fuck. Maybe not. God damn. I didn't think that was even possible. To be fair, my 13-year-old died to cancer. So, it wasn't like unabated. Just completely changed my D&D character's color palette. Nice. Katie is in the 2013 Riddick movie. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I saw that one. I'm into the Hunger Games at all, Omni. I like the original ones fine. Really like the first one. After that, I watched them to the conclusion. I thought they were all fine. I don't love the universe enough to... I haven't seen the prequel. I don't need more out of the universe personally. I don't, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I don't love it to death by any stretch. Did you see Kim killed her grandfather? She killed Shang Tsung. Daniel, you show up to these like you don't pay attention to the channel at all. Did I see? Did I see? And then we get into this little thing here where I roast you for the fact that, of course I did. Like, there's videos quite clearly of me, of me seeing it. Daniel, you don't watch the channel. Apparently. Oh my god. Do you ever have issues with the cats, like the one that's wandering around knocking your collectibles over because cat got a cat? Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I had to make sure at least all of my within reach Funkos now have protectors on them, considering I have some high value versions out here. So I've had to keep them as safe as possible. But shit gets knocked over all the time, and then they fight. So shit happens, man. I'm glad the prediction of Miguel winning the Sekai Taikai was first full circle, because season 1 he won the All Valley and then he won the Sekai Taikai. Yeah, I'm glad it did come around to Miguel, because honestly it wouldn't make sense if it was anybody else. I just wish Robbie had a win at some point. Which superhero would win Best Flirt Trophy? Tony, Gambit, or Johnny? Flirt? Probably Gambit. I might give that to Gambit, you know? She's like a reverse Jesus Christ. She killed him just by touching him. She has the touch of death. Well, she did. He was like a bajillion years old, and she fucking, like I mentioned in my video, if you watched it, like he was probably living life at 1 HP, and, you know, he just needed to get hit. And she fucking, like, dug under his rib cage and, like, twisted his organs or some shit. I don't fucking know. Would you rather spend a month with a random person living in your house that you never interact with or see, or spend a year without any social media or social interaction whatsoever from any... This just kind of cuts off. I don't know what the last part of this was going to be. Oh, here we go. Living creature. Maybe a completely random person that I just never interact with or see. Because not interacting with anybody would be rough for a year. Technically unalived Mazuka. Yeah. It's too bad that we didn't get any resolution on Tori's mother's death, or if her aunt was responsible for it. I never even got that implication. Obviously, I threw out, I think Kreese maybe could have done it. I didn't believe that, but it did cross my mind. It just happened, man. I don't know. I never thought her aunt was a suspect. I don't think there was anything more than what it was. It was a freak accident. My cat died at 18 to cancer, and I was broke, and I was 12 when I found out. It's rough, man. It really is. He was like 110 years old. Something like that. Let's go with Sap in the Steam cast at 9th level. Just found out that her grandfather was him. Asked about Hunger Games because my cats are named Katniss and Primrose. Aw. That's cute, though. Good names, though. Especially Katniss. Haha. Someone quick call the TVA. This Omni is a variant. Love the shirt, by the way. Well, thank you. Can't interact with any living creature means no cats. Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't go with that. I would just rather have a stranger live in my house I never talk to or interact with or see. Fuck it. Why not? They basically, I don't know they exist. So why not? Alright. Let's see. Damn, we're caught up with the chat. And we're pretty early here, man. They do eat my food. That is the thing. I thought Deadpool wiped out the TVA. No, he didn't. not even at all. Deadpool definitely did not wipe out the TVA. The TVA is fully intact at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine. You'd basically be living with a ghost. And I've already done that before. Whenever they want, whatever they want. They do eat my food. Oh, that would piss me off if this person is just eating my shit. I'd start poisoning it. was the same actor who played Mazuka in Dexter. No idea who that is. Never seen Dexter. He lived with a ghost? I do believe I did at one point. They can still kill you in your sleep if they feel like it, but that's interaction. It's per your rules. That would be an interaction. They can't interact with me, and vice versa. So they can't kill me. Cause hell, even technically poisoning is an interaction. That's them interacting. Now you're just changing the rules. Yeah, no. 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 You know what? I'm gonna call it early this weekend. I still have other things I need to record. So we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna get some food because I have not eaten today. And real quick, I do want to kind of touch on this actually. I wonder if Sonic 4, Sonic will learn how to use Chaos Control like Shadow. That's an ability Sonic never learns, so I would highly doubt they would add that into the movie. I have a platoon of guardian cats. They'll attack on my command. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna get some food. I'm going to make sure that the flooding hasn't gotten any worse, and then I will catch you guys next weekend. And in the meantime, we might be starting Reacher next week, or I might be postponing it. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, enjoy what's left of your weekend and the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Take care, everybody.